think said many ADHD Era Zubimendi to Liverpool. So interesting. I think said there is a case study where I feel say our viewers need a lot of education there. Now there is a lot of confusion when it comes to defensive midfielders, and then me say you didn't come about the concept of pivots. The concept of pivots it is the number 6, the number 8, and the number 10. Why are teams actually chasing some specific profile of players and no number say viewers one more etias? Now, the first thing under the clarification of defensive midfielders, and say if we define a specific player, the money more on the picture. First thing I also will consider the role. Second thing the position. Then the third thing is the style. These three things are not the same. But because social media name more arguments near idea, people would actually put things together boom, just to make their debate solid. But enter now, say roles of a defensive midfielder. We have the halfback and lateral midfielders. You can have back, although say number 6 be not all dropping in between two center backs, aqua receive ball, and then your friend in the halfback. Now you can lateral midfielders last season Real Madrid. Tony Cruz here, and we also were dropping on the left hand side and that's a right hand side of defense to form a back three to push the 2 fullbacks up. Then they can join the attack, and then your friend the lateral midfielder. So those are the rules. But I don't know, and say Tony Cruz again, a typical number 6. But then we come to positions. You're number 6 position, then you're number 8 position. But say coach the person we you may be on the field of play, and no, now other mouse say, and depending on opponents, just do the duty of a halfback for me, do the duty of a lateral midfielder for me. Then let's come to the styles. I hand and come Zubimendi to Liverpool. No, I feel say it make a lot of sense. So Liverpool fans, and then I'm here for you. You never work alone. Moment, critical analysis about this. Your styles are your friend will be register, your friend will be destroyer, your friend will be shuttler, and I say tactical ways. Your friend Carrilero. Your friend will be complementary measures, then we call something anchor. So there are 5 styles for a typical defensive midfielder. Now you might have a number 6 or a typical destroyer. Only the NSA on say boss. You might have a number 6 only the NSA or your register. You might have a number 6 only the NSA or jibo on for bone in pia, and I say man ball on for bone in pia, man so ball shot. So or shuttle ball from the defensive line to the attacking lines. Then moving up, number 6 is they are called complementary measures. They complement other players to bring out the best in their danger men in that particular team. Okay. Now, if you be this and come here, I'm fan my first graphic no. Now you this and come away to justify things. Now on our screens, the first thing I will add the deep line playmaker. Understanding the deep line playmaker and the register, but and then we want to make clarifications. You can't deep line playmaker. It says they operate in spaces between the defense and the midfield and aim to initiate attack by pinpoint passes to players positioned high up the pitch. Although primarily a creative player, the deep line playmaker also has to be competent in the art of defense. So most often, deep line playmakers, they have to be competent in defense, but and your strength. Say in defend the power and your deep line playmakers one more strength. Now, yet what's one or say in their supportive duty, the deep line playmaker will bring the ball out of the defense and operate with a more expansive passing range. It's or the ball from the 2 defenders and I say the goalkeepers now. Then the answer open up the game. So best switch out for flanks. So we play through the central way and then the expansive range on the field of play. Okay. Then in defensive duty, the deep line playmaker will fulfill extra defensive responsibility by holding position in front of the defense and will rarely support attacks. So deep line playmakers drop it edge one from the defensive line, connect attackers new year, then they stay. So number 6 we are static in front of the back line. They are deep line playmakers and not registers. Now, say the second slide. Now, explaining the registers no so ever say. Or say the registers are more aggressive version of the deep line playmaker suitable for possession oriented that press high up the pitch, giving complete freedom to dictate the play from deep positions. So they start as deep line playmakers, but in the end, they will be in front, joining the attack. One difference now, So when we are talking about deep line playmakers, it means we are talking about DMs. They are static. After the build up, they stay. They don't join the attack. But registers, after building, they continue and move forward and join the attack. So if you are talking about examples of deep line playmakers, Sergio Busquets, Sergio Busquets is the modern day register, but Sergio Busquets is a deep line playmaker, not a register. Because you won't see Sergio Busquets acting as a box-to-box midfielder. Or building short here, or Gina defenders name, and Anyame Kamegwa. Then we come to a player like Jorginho. When we say Jorginho are joining attack that. But we call Jorginho as what? A register. But in tactical terms, Jorginho is playing as a deep line playmaker. Then we have United legend Michael Carrick. Senior any profile on Etino. He is a typical deep line playmaker. Now, if we are talking about registers, you will get someone like Andre Pirlo for AC Milan under Carlo Ancelotti. Or building real the attacking phase, supporting and building shots and even connecting the runners in behind. Those are the registers. Then you get a player like Alcantara. Once you focus Alcantara a hybrid of a 6 and an 8. Why? Because he's a register. Or building shots where he won't stand in front of the defenders or be putting him to join the attack. Then we get a player which is a Frankie de Jong. So this is where Manchester United head coach Eric is obsessed with Frankie de Jong. Say if Frankie de Jong is not in his team, he can't play the ball now or I ask him. He is a register and not a deep line playmaker. Building short we are or be putting him up joining attack no. Then you get a player or a deep line maker or a deep line playmaker. Rodri. Once Rodri started as a playmaker, but under Pep Guardiola, we want to say Rodri will do 18-yard box minimum, then he's hitting shots from long ranges. So now, if we are talking tactically, Rodri is a register. After I build the short, you'll be putting him up joining attack. No? So in the Spain national team, Rodri prior against England, Zubimendi, you saw how our system exercise. We got 2 men pivots instead of a single pivot when they had Abrante and the Sergio Busquets. Now, you call the next picture, the anchor, so when we talk of anchor defensive midfielders, they actually screen in front of the defense line. Said they are going to be vigilant. They are going to anticipate the next part. Said they should cut off passing lanes of the opposition. So if you are going to play against a team, or you see an anchor midfielder, it means it's a striker. He won't see more of the ball.
Okay.
Then said opposition air attack here or be position in a way so be cut it off the dangerous passing lane. No, why you always he's centrally positioned. So if you are talking about anchor players, you will get a player like Fabinho for Liverpool. You get a player like Casemiro for Real Madrid and even Manchester United. So Frankie de Jong, Casemiro, different styles. Then current Barcelona, Andres Christensen, whom you see UEFA, midfield as what? An anchor. Players need now come when Christensen Gina. They anticipating opposition in the counter attack, the most dangerous passing lanes never cut it off so that the back line ever relieved of pressure. So in tactical terms and summary to end everything, if modern football we are talking about deep line playmakers they are static after build up. If you can registers they roam after the build up. If you are talking about anchor defensive midfielders, they screen afterwards the build up. So in this case, Liverpool midfield options. Now you get a showbox like or a shuttler or no be pushing ball and also be complementing other players to get the best out of them. Then you get a McAllister and also a register ball in the number 6 row under Jurgen Klopp. Then you get a player in Harvey Elliott and also a shuttler of the ball. Or transporting ball from the defensive line to the attacking lines. Then you get a player like Gravenberch and also a register Then you get another player in Endo. Endo, or a typical anchor. That is why a coach Ancelot or see on pair one Endo and fitting a style of play. Then you come to Curtis Jones, who is also another shuttler of the ball. Then the last player in Fabio Carvalho, who is also another shuttler of the ball. So how many shuttlers? 1, 2, 3, 4 shuttlers, 2 registers, 1 complimentary mezzala, then an anchor in Endo. So if Martin Zubimendi is coming into the tactical setup of Liverpool, then it means to say Liverpool is without the profile of a deep line playmaker. So it makes a lot of sense.